Children of Ug-Qualtoth is a Fallout 4 horror quest mod. This one has been recommended by you, and well, here it is. Anyways, I'm Kyon, and all I know is that it's like a way scarier / creepier version of Dunwich Borers, except it has its own story, lore, new enemies, and we'll get some unique loots out of it. So, sit back, relax, and let's see if a Fallout 4 mod can actually give us some spooks. Oh, and feel free to check the channel and the playlists after this video. You might just like something. Who knows? For this one to begin, all I had was to take a nap. It then put me on a weird bedroom, we had an empty hallway, and apparently this is a church. Not sure on what to do, but it's giving me some PT vibes. Back to the bedroom. What, you wanted me to pick up that second dress? Oh, maybe the other dress? Or is this just... Oh, I was gonna call it a hallway walking simulator. But now we have ghosts. Oh, that's the same dude. Oh, she seemed to have a mustache as well. I cannot be the only one that saw that. Really not sure what's happening. But I might just be going insane. Cause surely this is not a gravitational distortion, since I'm walking just fine instead of flying diagonally or whatever. Give it back! Oh no, someone had really bad hemorrhoids. Cannot even pick up the thingy, but I can always walk back through the same hallway. What a weird intro. Oh, there's someone. Please jump scare me or something. I'm just losing calories, man. Okay, new way opened up. A door. Same dude. Oh, and now everyone is praying. Are these the children of Ug-Qualtoth? You feel a strange pull at the back of your mind, luring you in a certain direction. Oh, that was just a dream. Maybe you guys came to that conclusion before I did. Yes, Mama. Yes, Mama. I am tied to this place. Thank you very much. But yeah, I was just a bit mind-fucked. Oh, so, to the glowing sea. And for some reason, I don't have that church on my map. Preston's been falling behind. That and... Pretty sure I went the wrong way. I have to go around the mountain and into the Forgotten Church. No Deathclaw. That's odd. Maybe it only shows up later? Yeah, hearing the Deathclaw. You're late, buddy. And the last mod that brought me here was on that wall behind me, so nice to see that these two do not conflict. Anyways, into the Forgotten Mine. Just gonna bring my health back to healthy levels and see what's up. Explore. Oh, thank you. And here I was, thinking about turning back. Well, that sounds like I could not turn back even if I wanted to, so... Cool. If we are not stuck, then I'm hallucinating. No, okay, so I can trust my perception. Rocks on a cart. Indeed, it is a mine. Oh, there's a big red button. I might have to explore first. Will it even work, or is it just gonna tell me to activate power? I'm kinda hearing voices in the ambience music, but just a couple red roaches, that's fine. This one just had to come up to try and ruin my perfectly green health bar. I'll take the bottle cap, every single one of them, man. Okay, so that opens up a new way, but there's also the other one. I don't know which way to go. Do they loop? Do they not? We'll have to go and check. Oh, I think they do. Oh, okay, so overthinking for nothing. And the way down leads us to a blocked door. Yeah, can't do anything. So, only one way to go. Yeah, I am not gonna take a swim. Some rat away, that is nice. Could be useful. There is something up there. Do we just make sad jumps until we do? Like, dude, I did not bring a power armor with a jetpack, so I'm curious. I'm gonna use console commands to go see. Oh, it's just miscellaneous loot. I didn't take anything, cause console commands. I'm not gonna be unfair. Even though I had Jet and Psycho in already. Miner's Diary. Run defragmentation protocol. Please wait. This may take several minutes. Well, I waited several minutes. That thing just means go do other things. We'll come back later to you. My bad. So those are the miners. No wonder they've been forgotten. Oh, so that's how it's gonna be, huh? Shadows disappearing and then having different positions. They just look like ghouls. We are not afraid of ghouls, okay? That's like the staple food of the Commonwealth. There's a generator and a blocked door. Miner's Diary memory block. Retrieved. Memory block 1. The guys are making fun of me for this, but after Martha, I need a place to put my thoughts. The kids are having a hard time adjusting, and I've been struggling to let her go too. Humans can create fusion reactors, lasers, robots, but still can't even save a sick woman. With the stuff going on in Alaska, it's hard to have a positive outlook for the future, but I have to. If not for me, for my kids, and the other miners that depend on me. On the bright side, I talked to a big shot. This Dunwich guy seemed extremely interested in hiring us for a local project, and is offering stupid amounts of money. I think this might be the chance to go into the black big time. What? I talked to Dunwich for an extended period after discussing the contract. The man has an aura about him I can't quite put my finger on. The way he talks is slightly off-putting. We discussed the war, but to him it looks frivolous, inconsequential. Seems almost aloof to the issues of the country, but still goal-focused on something. He calls it the bigger picture, but would not elaborate. Either way, he is the opportunity of a lifetime and not something I'm willing to turn down just off a weird first impression. And there's also a note, excerpt 2. I've reached the bottom of the elevator shaft and it's quiet. Not one of the men stayed behind for me. Even stranger, the generator for the door is turned off. It's pitch black down here except for my headlamp. Looks like the belt slipped off the rotor. I'm gonna be here for a while trying to fix this. Hope the boys are giving them hell for me. Here, alone in my thoughts, I cannot help remembering the kids. Alive or dead on the surface, burned to ash or living in a vault. I pray they made it. I don't think I can say the same for any of us down here. Circuit breaker and hopefully into the mine, which is very forgotten. Mine lift. What is that? Oh, no. Okay, so dead ghoul? It has nothing on its head. No brain, buddy. Huh? Can also not use that, so suppose I don't have to worry about any one of them. Right now? Yeah, but those things are gonna be moving in a bit. I know it. You know it. Oh, God. Oh, it's a fucking mole rat. Why would you do that? I was expecting the wrong thing. A freaking mole rat jump scared me. This is why I like horror games. Especially if they're creepy instead of just being jump scare simulator. Okay. I see how it's gonna be. Time to be stoic. So, what can we do? We're gonna need to get the power back, and that thing doesn't seem to work. So I'll just take the loot. I also trust my build very well. We're fine, we're golden. I'm high level. Miner's Diary block. Memory recovered. Okay. Block 2. We won the contract. I've already been out to inspect the dig site and it shows some promise. According to the core sample readings Dunwich provided, there are rich minerals and even some natural plutonium-239 in the area. I made sure to include the purchase of the best hazmat suits for the boys. Dunwich said that they would take the necessary actions to inform the government of our excavation and retrieve any radioactive materials. The kids and I went out to celebrate. It's nice to see them smile again. I wish Martha was here to see this. We have broken ground. It's curious, but they insisted we start the excavation below an old church that's still in operation. Dunwich LLC ensured me that none of the churchgoers would interfere. This is apparently part of their clause that we ensure discretion. To me, it seems like a potential breach in security, especially considering they have direct access to a mine with potential nuclear material. But Dunwich is absolutely sure and was very insistent. Dunwich sure is a charismatic fella, but also excruciatingly private. Since working with him, he comes to the dig site very regularly to check on progress and talk to the miners about anything they have found. He's always holding the same object in his hand, a pyramid-looking thing. When I asked what it meant, he simply replied with, "Everything." Perplexing to say the least, but who am I to judge? He pays the bills. And we've got ourselves a red light. Always a great sign in horror games. Oh, yeah, sure. We have voices too. In a forgotten mine. Deep underground. Maybe it's just some radio. And someone was into modern anti-music horror ambient sounds. Yeah, sure, let's call it that. Oh, great. Journal 4. And I'm pretty sure that's referencing the memory blocks as well. Every generator seems to be off. Without those operational, every electronic appliance, down here including the air cleansing pumps, are inoperable. I've been taking the time to fix every last one, considering I cannot see a thing without the lights on. My headlamp can only do so much, and I don't want to take a tumble down a shaft. I'm keeping my 44 close. I swear I hear footsteps in the dark. I hear them behind me, but when I turn, nothing is there. I'd say I'm losing it, but 2 of my own are already dead. Ain't that comforting? Oh, I saw movement. Oh great, it begins. Not on that one, it doesn't though, but... Oh. Yeah, I'm hearing stuff. One of the... It has no name. Ooh. Okay, ghoul behavior. We got this though. It's just... acting like a mannequin that's... fucking creepy. You weren't there. Wait. They can move when I'm not looking? But that one was just a statue, man. A statue. What? I mean, if the NPCs can do that, it's one thing, but... the ones that don't attack can do it too? Thank God I've got a VATS build. I'm a bit shocked with that, but... okay. At least I got the right build for this bitch. Let's see what's up further. Auto-saving. Thank you. Yeah, and then it's gone. Sure. Yeah, I'll just be spamming the VATS key as well. Yeah, I'm sure we got the mechanic right. It's not that unpredictable. It is Fallout 4. Just made by someone that's really into horror. So, that'll be fun. Gotta have some spooks out of it, which until now it was the mole rat. An into the mine excavation. Oh, sure, buddy. Yeah, wanna poke? There you go. It's free. Have at it. Although I do not need the radiation, it's fine. Brought plenty of rat away, so that's not the issue. I just don't need it. You know? Kinda like you don't need to attack me. And there's another one. And y'all don't even have names. What do I call you? Gonna need to find a name for them. And it can't just be like shadow ghouls. I'm also not gonna call them children. Even though they're probably the children of Ug-Qualtoth, and yeah, I got that one. And more voices. Okay. Ew. Journal. I think I just killed something. It's hard to be sure in the light. What's happening down here? I hear noises everywhere. I've been down these pathways hundreds of times, and I don't know where I am. The opening, the gate, I have to get there. Everyone's waiting for me. I feel chills down my spine. Writing to this page feels like the only anchor to my sanity. I miss my family. Gods, I miss the whispers. I need to give it back. Oh, so we're probably be looking for an artifact to give back to the Daydream Prince of Fallout? Is that it? I mean, I'm not really drowning in theories right now, so we're gonna go with that and see what else. Purified water, I'll take the goodie. Okay, yeah, sure. Things just disappear for no reason. I'm just gonna wait until one of them attacks me. Okay, sure. That door wasn't closed, mister, so please stop being weird. Just get me everything that I can. We'll take care of the wannabe ghouls and look up which ones of them we have to worry about. I finally found the gate. Everyone left their picks and drills. Seems like they've entered the place. I'll be there soon to give it back. Help everyone through this. David said it was going to be alright. Martha and I understand that the kids cannot be put through this. Give it back again. Huh? Where is the way through the pinhole? I have to get to John's. Get together. Give it back. Enter the threshold. Leave the door. Jump the gap. Far beyond. Lost faith in the hold it down. Oh, that's give it back backwards. Okay. Get out while you can. I cannot. Rocks fell. I'm trapped. Between cultist ghouls and miscellaneous loot. Oh, and the wall that says give it back. Plenty of times in probably blood. Log 1. Dr. Brown, senior geologist of Dunwich. This is my first official log. The equipment is deplorable. The food is canned. And they have me writing logs on the generator terminal. Alas, it will have to suffice. The first samples have arrived and they are intriguing. Dunwich mentioned some unique materials may be falling into my hands, and my team is to study them thoroughly, determine their properties, and assess their potential. Okay. Log 15. Dunwich report. Miners are reporting fatigue, headaches, even visions from contact with some of the new materials that we're interacting with. We assured the fellows that this is simply the long hours underground. Their doubt was obvious. In my studies, I have found the materials rather harmless in their original form. They provide interesting effects to humans that are potentially useful in redacted. Despite their redacted appearance, they match no known records. It's strikingly plausible they may even have come from redacted. Is that Ug-Qualtoth? Probably not. That one is just corrupted, so is the next one. And this says log error. Redacted will change everything. The opportunity for the Nobel nomination is tempting, but that honor belongs to Dunwich. Then there's some missing data, and it continues. Further study has enlightened us to the true reason for this material. No further study into its properties are necessary. We will soon see its true form take action. Are there other sites like this? Dunwich is tight-lipped about its investments. If redacted is elsewhere, everyone may be able to share its truth. Now I wonder what redacted is. Select the first word. Brown Pyramid Death. Incorrect. Oh wait, one of them is give. I wonder. Give. Yeah, obviously. So give. There's an it. So the other one is back. Obviously. Password accepted. Encrypted logs. We can also turn on the generator, which is done. So, log 13. What do you have for us? Experimental trials have quickly been bearing fruit. The black material we are dubbing quartzite is abnormally heavy and rather dense for its size. Its molecular structure bears no resemblance to any elements of the periodic table. Under microscopic observation, small veins cross through the rock. These veins visually resemble that of the vascular system. Like some metals, the rock gives off vapors that are either trapped or produced in the interior. They flow through the vein-like structures and evacuate any terminal exits. I'm currently in the process of capturing these vapors for further study. Cracking or breaking the rock, which is widely variable based on the internal structures, releases giant plumes of the vapors which appears green in coloration. Exposures to the gas had no obvious immediate effects. Edit. Some samples seem to differ greatly in tensile and shear strength. They appear similar in molecular structure, but upon applying force, their tolerances seem to vastly change. Observing the vein structures, they organically seem to form stronger bonds. More study required. Note: we of the Covenant realize the significance of this discovery. Dunwich seems to think it is near. Log 17. Further study suggests that the vapor exuded from the Ug-Qualtoth causes psychosis and hallucinogenic effects. While it still appears safe to handle, extended exposure leads to troubled dreams, an altered sense of reality, and precognition. Precognition? I am a first-hand witness of these effects, and reports from miners and those of our flock concur. However, these symptoms are benign. As Dunwich tells us, these revelations bring us ever closer to which we have strived to comprehend. We feel it closer than we ever have. The watching eye from beyond. Many down here have joined our flock, and we prepare for which we dream. During a recent experiment, a glass vessel was heated improperly, causing it to shatter. A piece of glass caused a gash on my hand. My blood spilled onto an exposed tray of Ug-Qualtoth samples, which began reacting immediately. The vapor poured forth and shrouded the lab in an opaque fog. I was visited by shades, servants of our benefactor. I felt my flesh torn from my body by their hands, exalted, glorious. The effects withered quickly, and I found myself standing in the lab, unharmed. I went to do it again, but Dunwich says we must wait. The time will come to give it back. Next log. Error. Give it back. It's not ours to keep. Everyone must give it back. The Ug-Qualtoth is the key. Soon, so soon, Dunwich says. We all feel its pull. I can see it in my eyes looking in the mirror. Behind my sockets, I nearly dug out my eye just so I could see it more clearly. The sweet reunion, just a little more vapor. What? Oh great, eerie music. Sure, come at me. Yeah, you were one generator away from coming back to life. What are you? Demon synths? What else? You powered by Tesla himself? Gee! The fuck is the ancient copper plate, man? I mean, it's 2 copper. I can read. What does it do? Also got me some Ug-Qualtoth, but don't know what I can build with it. We'll see at the end. If there's anything we can craft or build, I'll check that. Okay, yeah. Keep on being creepy. I love it. Yeah, right away. I'll take the right away. Autosave. I mean, I prefer to quick save at will, even if a lot, but I'll take the autosave. Sure. What is this one? It is time. Give it back. Oh boy. Mini nuke. I'll take it. Miner's diary memory block recovered. There's 2. Okay. 3. I signed the family up for one of those fancy Vault-Tec bunkers. Ma takes care of them, since I'm usually working. With no end to the war in sight, I worry about them often. I come home and always find them slowly getting smarter than their dumb pa. David says he'd like to go to visit CIT one of those days. I reminded him he's still just a sophomore. But he doesn't care. He's really into the new tech, robots and the like. From what Ma says, he's something special. Little Rex takes after his dad. Bit of a spitfire with a mind for the mines. This might be his business someday. Janet is still too young to understand why I'm gone all the time. She cries when I leave, for the work site. Martha always had a way to calm Janet down. One that I just cannot replace. She had such a way with the kids. I care about them. I really do. But I don't know how to show it. Probably just got too much of my old man in me. We finally finished the lift and have started excavating outwards. So far, there haven't been many signs of rich materials Dunwich spoke of, even in our shallower shafts. Dunwich seems unfazed, obsessively concerned with going deeper. He grips that figure of his so tight, I can see the white of his knuckles sometimes. I invite him over occasionally to have an after meal, chat after the business. He always expresses that what we're doing is for the future of our community. Ironic, coming from a man with so much apathy for everything else going on in America. He gets along well with the kids, David in particular. He mentioned that he knew some contacts in CIT, and David lit right up, asking a million questions. I can't quite get that same attention from him. Unprompted, Dunwich mentioned that he is connected to the church we've been mining under. He said I should bring the kids around for a service sometime. I told him I am not particularly religious. That was Martha's thing. Then he said the oddest thing. You'll see her again. I blew it off at first, but the words seemed to echo in my mind. What does he mean by that? Heaven? What a joke. The boys say they might have found an ore vein. Finally, a strike of luck. I was worried we weren't going to find anything down here, despite the reports. When I gave the news to Dunwich, he seemed surprisingly glum and uninterested. What kind of man pays a fortune digging a mine without caring about the returns? Anyways, we all went out as a group to get some drinks, raise some hell, and celebrate. Memory block number 4. Dunwich seems horribly dissatisfied. He talks calmly, but there is contempt just beneath his words. We've been following the ore vein and extracting precious metals while he continues to advocate for burrowing in a different direction. I've been a miner for over 30 years and never seen someone as determined about something so specific as Dunwich. He keeps a representative on site at all times, and new miners are slowly integrating into my troop. I swear I recognize some of them as members of the church. They get pulled aside for individual briefings and new assignments. When I ask about it, they give unsatisfying answers, or refer me back to Dunwich. The new people are pretty inexperienced. They need our guidance because they aren't accustomed to mining work. They don't have the training required to do this job safely. We've had several collapses since they started due to improper support structures and reckless drilling. Dunwich may be paying us hand over fist, but he is endangering my crew. This will not go unchallenged. I invited Dunwich to my home for supper. We shared dinner, but I was anxious to get to the issue at hand. I sat Dunwich down, and we had a heart-to-heart. He admitted that he may have been pushing it, introducing all these people, fresh to the profession. When I asked him about the new tunnels, he said that he got intel from core samples containing a material called ultracite. I heard about this stuff from a crew down in West Virginia, and it's extremely valuable. As of yet, the market for ultracite is untapped. I asked why he didn't bring this to my attention earlier, and he just said he didn't want to suspend my current operations for a potential wild goose chase. I still feel pretty skeptical about this answer. There's more he's not telling me, but this vein is starting to dry up, so I don't mind taking a dive at the ultracite. His demeanor took a complete 180 as he shook my hand excitedly. As an outside note, Dunwich offered to wash the dishes. I tried telling him that Mr. Handy could handle it, but he insisted. Dunwich asked me to hold his dark stony figure, the thing he clings to 24/7, like it's soon to him. I found myself inspecting it for some time. The material is unlike anything I've seen before, almost glassy, like obsidian, but heavier than you would expect. It reverberated slightly as I turned it into different directions. I don't quite remember the experience. It's like I dreamed it. But I know I was holding it and turning it. When I think back on it, frankly, I scare myself. And the fear speaks back. Literal whispers, unintelligible, in my head. Oh yeah, this looks great. Temple entrance. I still have another room to explore before that, so... What is this? the true horror? The mole rats we've met along the way. Just let me get my loot, and then we'll go into the temple. Couple explosives, anything unique, or no? That looks like some more qualsites, ancient barrel phase as well. Oh, ancient gold coin, and I cannot pick up the qualsite, fine. Into the temple entrance. Also, pretty interesting that not everything turned into whatever that is. We just found a skeleton not too long ago. So, NT4 plus radiation. Oh man, what have you been eating? Okay, and more voices. Sure. Yeah. Just creep the fuck out of me, cause I'm... Wait, what did you do? What did you do? I went somewhere and back as I was being poisoned? Or something? Who's to know? Okay, yeah, get out of the water. Unusual right arm bone, aren't they all? Wouldn't any of them be unusual? We'll see. Apparently none of the unusual left leg bone. Okay, so I think we're supposed to collect those. Oh, and yeah, sure. Move when I'm not looking. Yeah, why not? Right by the ritual site. What do you want? Have at it? Did you lose your head? I'd also appreciate to talk with Mr. Dunwich. All this effort, all this money. So many generators, and yet, this place is in complete darkness. What? Do the temple entrance need no lights? Odd note. Something is here. I can feel the air hit my neck. Well, that's called a draft. The angels watch, their eyes glaring at me. The objects of visions is key. With one's possession, the door will open. I'm not sure about that, but we have found the unusual skull. What is that? Oh, and you, also don't have a name? I wonder if it's because of the update, because the mod is older than the script extender. Anyways, no clue. Maybe something is broken, but the mod in itself is not, and that is lovely. So, boss battle, what's gonna happen? A ghost and a passage. Yeah, get me out of here. Oh, miner's diary, block. I was able to spend Christmas and New Year's with my kids. We set off our own fireworks and I got to take them to see the parade. I hardly get to bond with them anymore. Ma tells me how bad they miss me, but I have too many responsibilities to take the time off. Work down in the mine has picked up to a feverish place as we try to locate the ultrasite before our competition hits the market. And it's taking a toll on the boys. We've been adding more and more people to the operation, and those suggested by Dunwich need to be trained from the ground up. Dunwich meets with his people as a group. I assume it's because they are from the church. No one will talk about anything concerning Dunwich and the meetings as if they never happened. When I try bringing it up to Dunwich, he blows it off as mere general planning sessions, plus an occasional prayer. I maybe dance, but I can tell there's something behind that polite smile. What is Dunwich doing? David has taken an interest in Dunwich. They speak on a pretty regular basis about CIT and what it takes to get in. I want to nurture his ambitions, but Dunwich makes my skin crawl. I can't help but be jealous as a father that I'm not able to engage with David's engineering mind. That Dunwich probably is his best chance at getting into that. School. This man is becoming the center of my life, my livelihood, my family, my time. It all seems to be rotating around him. This contract has been life-changing for all of us, but I'm still wondering if it was worth it. After this job, I think I might retire. We've set up a 24-hour operation, so there's always a shift working. We have bunkers underground to test samples as quick as they come in, and to serve as resting quarters. Many of us spend days down here in pure artificial light. It's disorienting. I had a dream last night about the figure Dunwich carries. In the dream it was rotating in place slowly. As one side came around, I thought I saw a face, or whatever it was, start to push out of the figure. The harder I tried to look at the face, the less I understood it, until it finally dawned on me as my own, and I awoke standing next to my bunk. I need a cold shower. Oh, some unique goodies, and another note. Okay, let's see what we have first. Ancient gold coins, Quartzite, and an unusual note. Dunwich approached me in private and asked me to do something for him, or at least I think he did. Strange as it sounds, I don't remember doing the task at all. But I know it's done. It's like a dream. I have small flashes of recollection, but not enough to piece together anything concrete. I remember holding a triangular object in place with a ritual circle. On the right side of the room, a way opened before me. Spheres gathered, and Dunwich's instructions repeated. Not words. Command. Return. An insatiable urge to return something. In my mind, the gathered spears flew from their origin to the surrounding darkness. My legs moved, without my command, to their locations. In a flash, I saw an elder's bones awaiting rest in the Hall of Ancestors, pillars reaching into the sky. Under the elder's watchful eye, a door revealed itself to me, responding to the call of the key's bearer. There, I returned another of the spheres. In the next location, I walked along the bank of an ancient aquifer. Obelisks flanked the flowing water. As I walked near one of the walls, it receded and tucked away. I returned the sphere. In a final place, I was ascending a spiral staircase we had just finished excavating. Everyone was gathered. Blood trickling into the crevices. I returned the sphere to its altar. I asked Dunwich about this task later and he ignored me, or talked past me. Survivor. Undo this one's work. Your birth/death, I can't remember which he said, is yet unspoken. What is that supposed to mean? You tell me. Cultist's notes. Entering the deeper chambers of this place has been difficult. Trials and tribulations wait at every corner, mental and physical. Each of us experiences it in our own way. Some of us have cracked beneath the weight of our benefactor, refused his will, and wither as heretics unworthy of reunification. Have been chosen to stay behind to ensure those unfit do not pass. Although I will not be able to take part directly in the reunification, my time will come to give it back. Well, unless they want Quartzite, I'll have nothing to give back as well. Mysterious object, what are you? Oh. Just got teleported somewhere. There was another note. Hopefully we can still get to it. Man, I can barely see anything. What is going on? Why are bones falling from... over... up? I want to call it the sky, but that is not the sky. Who's to know what's going on? Oh, great. Yeah, sure. More voices. Imagine if at the end of this it was just like, dude, there's some weird vapors in those chambers. Y'all are hallucinating like crazy. Was that Sean? Probably not. Probably not in this one. Wait. This is the entrance. And yeah, I'm in a vision, but... okay. Nora eating ramen. And now that I come back, after a dead end, gravity is weird for everything other than myself. Sure, now I have no idea what's going up. Well, I'm going down. Where do I go? What do I do? What's going on? Besides the screeching and the shadow of the earth tree, I guess. Huh. Oh, gotta be careful. There's some radiation over there. And plenty of corpses. Do I just... oh, that explains it. Took me a while. Yeah, okay, so we just destroyed the obelisk. So I should probably keep in mind that there might be more. Researcher's notes. We've been excavating for weeks to move forward, studying and learning about the lost arts used by those that occupied these halls. It's hard to say when this was originally built. Our readings are completely perplexing. The samples seem to suggest that everything is of different time periods, leading back tens of thousands of years. Some fine samples were as recent as growing 1 to 2 years ago. This place is organic in nature. Clearly no one has been here recently, but new structures still form. Walls, columns, chambers. Vines grow from surfaces and harden over time. The quartzite that our late Dr. Brown dubbed is everywhere, and its properties are consistent with his findings in the lab. Study here in the apex has revealed a frequency that is distributed by particular objects, allowing their bearer to access deeper chambers. However, as convenient as this revelation appears, few that have touched the key lasted long. Mentally, their mounts degraded quickly, left as broken husks, devoid of intellectual thought. Questioning one person that still had some faculties, they recounted some form of mental trial. Passing said trial allowed them to return to sentience with a purpose. Querying for the purpose, the subject could not vocalize a response and became catatonic when pressed to remember. We have lost many of the flock while attempting these trials in the process of handling the artifacts. Addendum. Dotted along the halls are a number of obelisks that seem to channel vast proportions of these frequencies and amplify them. They emit vast amounts of radiation as a result, but are fragile and crumble under stress. Oh, don't we all? So, are the ancient vases like artifacts as well, and the coins and whatever, or... No. He also mentioned the key. Haven't found any, but... doesn't seem like I need to when doors open by themselves. You gotta be careful about those two. That one stopped! Oh, but you are an enemy. It's just so freaky. Yeah, and the other one moved by itself when I was not looking. That's an obelisk. So there we go. Okay, my health. Radiation. Gotta take care of that. Crumpled diary entry. I can't sleep anymore. The more I question myself, the more vivid the dreams. The more terrifying they become. When Dunwich addresses me in our sermons, I feel like he can stray through me. It all happened just as he said it would. The ground shook, the world we knew ended, and the way forward opened up before us. I must say, I had some doubts. Dunwich's vision was so specific. Now that I am here, though, I falter. Not for lack of faith, mind you. It's clear which we seek exists, but I fear it's not in the form I worshipped and prayed for. This place is dark, twisted. The longer I am here, it creeps into me, fills me with thoughts that aren't my own. Compulsions beyond denial. The eyes in the walls are constantly staring, judging. I can't get away. I'll never leave this place. There's something there. Oh, it's another head crab, except perhaps creepier. It has that thing where it kinda poisons you and gives you 3 seconds of, not an alternate dimension, but whatever the hell that is. Temple Aqueduct. Couple more over-roasted barbecue idiots to go through, and here's another obelisk. Thanks for the rods. Now I'll have to spend some more Radaway and Stimmies. And I do love my slow time perk. No need to use jet, just get weaker and it'll trigger by itself. What a weird whisper. Okay, let's just keep on destroying things, and another memory. I was doing my rounds and stumbled across John swinging a pick helplessly at a rock face while off his shift, muttering unintelligible words. I tapped him on the shoulder and he startled awake. He stared through me, face white as a sheet, eyes bloodshot. I offered to help him walk back, but the devil's cabbage was too much. I'm joking. He was adamant that nothing was wrong. Just cooked. Oh, so I was right. From being underground for so long, boss. I sent him home. Something about the look in his eyes reminded me of the figure in my dreams. The dreams, if I can even call them that, are getting worse. I see it behind my eyes. The figure. I see people standing around it, smiling. My wife, my kids, my friends, Dunwich. I stare into the figure and it fills my vision until everything is black. In the darkness beyond, there is something unknowable. Deafening whispers assault my ears. My blood screams, "Give it back." Sometimes when I wake up, I am drenched in sweat. standing pick in hand, staring deep into the same rock face. I consulted the Dunwich psychologist suggested by one of the boys. The psychologist is waving me off like it's nothing. We tried some hypnotherapy, he gave me a prescription and told me to come back next week. Chalked it up as overworking. Are we a joke to these people? We're all having nightmares down here. I've checked every air vent for circulation, tested for contaminants, mold, radiation, gas leaks. But the readouts have all been fine. What are we doing down here? We just keep mining, but for what? Where is this ultrasite? Spend time with the kids today. Halloween is right around the corner. David and I went out with Dunwich to practice driving stick for the first time. He told me about his first girlfriend, one of the new miner's daughters. They've apparently been dating quietly for the last month or so. Apart from that, she also enjoys going to the Red Sox games. We discussed costumes for a little while. I know David's getting on in age for that kind of thing, but I figured I'd ask anyway. He said he'd be shedding his skin for Halloween. Dunwich just kept smiling politely. I forget what happened after he said those words. Strange. When we got home, Dunwich and I carved pumpkins with Janet and Rex. I haven't been able to be the father I wanted for them. Regardless, they hopped in my lap and let me carry them to bed. Read a bedtime story like it's been there all along. I will not let them go. Oh. That's creepy. At least I don't have to destroy the tree. But yeah, you. Okay, and there's another one. Another obelisk right here, so there you go, buddy. Temple ritual site. Well, that does scream boss to me. A note. Missing cultist's note. I can't seem to find a way out. I was following Jordan to help the group move forward. He turned the corner, and I got there only to find a wall. When I turned around to start heading back, there was another wall blocking my way. This place is closing around me. I have to find a way out. I'm so tired. I've been stuck here for hours, calling out to the others. I cannot let them fulfill the promise without me. Where is Jordan? He said we would find a way together. My headlamp is starting to flicker. I don't have a lot of time. Mushrooms down here make some bioluminescence, but it's still too dark. Maybe I should just take a short nap, gather my strength, and save the last of my headlamp. I've awoken and I cannot move. Roots have emerged from the floor and fused with my skin without me knowing. I can feel them growing inside me, wrapping around my organs. They feed but keep me alive. I suppose I will fulfill my promise sooner than I had intended. I remember now what I did to Jordan. He was never here. Him and the kids. The rejected cannot move on. Dunwich says so. We had to. Dunwich says all the chosen will make it to the end. Wait, does that mean I... No, he promised What? Is that twist gonna be like Ug-Qualtoth wanted every single one of them, or at least Dunwich sacrificed nearly every single one of them? Or maybe those are just unfortunate souls that didn't turn into those things? Oh man, I've got more questions than answers, that's for sure. Oh, right. Another obelisk down. Right. There's only 1 million of these guys. A curious thing happened recently. Well, small in the scale of curious things as this whole place presents. Mortimer walked off in the night. At least, I think it's night. I saw him leave with one of the headlamps and head into a passage, muttering something like he was trying to talk to someone. I was about to follow him when Dunwich put his hand on my shoulder to stop me and placed a finger over his lips. He waited for a moment until the light of the headlamp was no longer visible, then turned to me and spoke in a whisper as if to not wake the others around us. I can still hear his words ring my ears. Laura, a krill does not know they are a meal when they fly into the mouth of a whale. Such is the skill of a beast, as the krill could never comprehend its situation, nor does the whale recognize the existence of the krill. only the satisfaction of its sustenance. Such is the fate of poor Mortimer here. He is rejected. We can appreciate his blissful ignorance as he heads into the jaws of oblivion. And Mortimer, he never returned from his walk. We found his body a few days later, consumed in vines and so decayed, as you would have thought it had been several years since he passed. Ain't all of this lovely? Miner's Diary, number 7. I was heading down the lift when I felt the shockwaves. I assumed it was an earthquake. Rare, but not unheard of. When I got to the bottom, I checked in with each of the groups. My guys were all protected in the emergency shelters. Thankfully, it seems that the stabilizers have done their job. A few tunnels showed signs of stress, but seemed to be holding, at least for now. 2 of the branches closer to the surface collapsed. At the end of the last branch, Dunwich was having one of his gatherings. All of his miners and even members of the church seemed to be gathered, his arms outstretched. He faced a new opening caused by the shockwaves. I went to investigate, but they wouldn't let me pass. I yelled out to Dunwich and he just replied, "Not yet." He escorted everyone through the passage with materials, food, water, and boring machines. In no time, they had a gate up and the rest of us were left outside. The men and I have gathered near the entrance to the mine. We brought some of our tools with us to clear any cave-ins when our Geiger counter started sounding. The rods are off the charts. Jet volunteered to go outside in one of the hazmat suits after we cleared all the debris. It's been 3 hours and he's not back. My family, my kids, they're gone. All I can do is pray they made it to the vault with Ma in time. I must. I can't see a way out of this. David, Janet, Rex, I love you. We have to find a way to survive down here. The US military will find us. We just have to stick around long enough to make it out. The military isn't coming. They are picking us off one by one. Those cultists. We have to give it back. Find a way to stop them. Something is happening to everyone. I hear whispers in the walls. I can't sleep. They see me. Dunwich, the guys. We have to stop Dunwich. Destroy it. The obelisk. Send them away. Don't look away. Yeah, sure. Tell me not to look away after I've encountered the demons or whatever you want to call them. Huh. It looks like that scene from the beginning, except this whole thing right here. And I cannot interact with it, so it must be a vision. There's some stairs. And here's an obelisk. Yeah, one down. Some more unnamed. I don't even know if these are the cultists. The miners are both. The rejected? Or even worse, are these the ones that have been accepted? Also missiles? Missile launcher? I'm gonna need it? Is that what you're... Oh, there was a weird name. Okay, Cthulhu's cousin. Nulls. What the fuck is a Nulls? I mean, I know you're a Middle Queen's cousin, except very demon-y. Who's to know? I'm also doing no damage, so... Dude. New plan, look for obelisks until that thing can be damaged. That and take care of the horde that I don't know if it's respawning or not. Okay, another one down. Seriously, bros, just give me some space, okay? You're not even strong, you're just in huge numbers. That thing is still over there. Go on, crit, please. Oh, another one? Enjoy dinner, babe. God damn, that took forever. The horde, not the thing. What's happening? What am I looking? Where the hell have I been teleported to now? Not seeing an entrance to anywhere. The place is looping. Oh, great. Yeah. It's looping, but now there's more elements. Now we got weirdos. Oh, and eyes. Sure, what's next? Ears? Noses? Oh, man. Oh, finally. Thank you. It was only like, what? 7? 8? 9 walk-arounds? What is that? A high car. Yeah, sure, let's pretend that's a word. You look down at your hand that now holds a pyramid-shaped object. Oh, we got it. Your mind is quiet, but whispers linger in the back of your mind. Words unknown, but with meaning. They chant, "Give it back." No, I'm gonna keep it, because fuck you. Also, I was told there was gonna be a unique weapon, so if you could point me to them, that would be pretty awesome. Oh, here's one. I guess Rapture. Deals stacking poison over time for every hit. Oh, look at that. You know what? That's gonna be my main weapon for the rest of the episode. I went back and finally found the thing we've seen, Martha's letter. Dear Frank, I know this has been so hard for you. I'm responding well to the treatment, but we both know that it only extends the inevitable. This is incurable, and I will not get better. I've asked for this to be delivered after I'm gone to bring some solace in your dark days. You are my best friend, and we've grown into a beautiful family. You've always been reliable, and maybe he's never told you, but David said, you are his hero. The kids look up to you and see the hard work you've been putting in to keep the food on the table and pay for my treatment. I know Mom will help when I'm gone. Let her know I appreciate her, and I feel so thankful she invited me into her life. Make sure Rex washes his hands. He's always in the dirt. Knowing his father, I know he'll be a miner one day. Janet comes off as a soft soul, but she has some grit. She's already beating me at blast radius. I would have loved to see her become a young woman. David, he's so smart, and I know you two don't always see eye to eye, but try to meet him halfway. He'll understand one day when he has his own children. The war has made everyone go mad with fear, but you've always been steady. I know you've been struggling. These dreams you've been having, the whispers, the darkness. You'll get your break someday, and our family will prosper like you always wanted. Find time for yourself, and don't be afraid to move on. I love you, and I'll miss you until we are reunited. Love, Martha. And by the note we have 44 rounds and a unique weapon. What was it? Furious, advanced, Betsy pistol. Back to where Rapture was, and we have a really long staircase. Probably the one they mentioned before. Unusual orb. And we're finally back to the Forgotten Mine. Oh, it's not over. Call site, microscope, some more objects. Call site research. Learn to make terror grenades that frenzy your enemies. I mean, I'll take the unique, but frenzy grenades is not really what I expected. Released, the horrors of the Forgotten Mine spread through the Commonwealth, seeking more people to give back. The settings spawn holotape will be added so spawns can be disabled or enabled. Do not add. Curiosity has taken the minds of denizens within the Commonwealth. They tinker, create grenades with the use of... yeah, no. Maybe yes if it was a playthrough, but I'm just going over the mod, so... honestly, it makes no sense to say yes, cause I will probably just try yet another horror mod as soon as I can, so there doesn't make any sense. Ah, fucking mole rats. Great placement, though. And we're finally back to the church, where I'm sure that a Deathclaw now awaits us. Oh, couple goodies, although we found plenty of those in the mines. Could have been something unique, you know. Everyone loves goodies, so I'm curious to see what we can do. Terror grenade, I really don't care about frenzy, but I'll make one. We also got the a high kath. Oh, so we get to hear voices? Well, there's 2 charisma and 2 perception to it. There's also an option to make it inert. Not really seeing any benefit to it. Yeah, it's value 0, weight 0, no perception, no charisma. No thank you. Meanwhile, we can improve Rapture. So obviously, I'm gonna make it the best that I can. And there's also the Betsy pistol with Frank's custom barrel, but this is just not the right build for a gun like that. So what I'm gonna do is fight a couple beauties. using Rapture, and do my outro. And I'd like to give a big shout out to Steve Whittle and to John Walker for their supports of the channel. Okay, let me just spawn in 5 behemoths. Oh, and to you! So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I'll see you in the next one. And I hope you have a good one. Bye!